Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitske. We'll begin with a winter storm that dumped snow in our mountain communities, now affecting those trying to get to Los Angeles. Interstate 5 has reopened after being closed overnight due to icy conditions. Those heading over the Grapevine only had a couple of hours to do so yesterday before CHP shut it back down. California Highway Patrol tweeted at 10 a.m. this morning that 90% of the roadways were de-iced and sanded, and as of right now, they are escorting drivers across the Grapevine. And State Route 58 is open in both directions after it was closed overnight due to icy conditions. CHP reopened both lanes around 10:30 this morning and has been escorting traffic along the highway. And school districts in the mountain areas are closed today due to snow and ice. The Tehachapi Unified School District announced late last night that all schools and offices will be closed today. Although students are not attending school for in-person classes, the district does have staff who reports to the school and other work locations. And the Bear Valley Unified School District is closed for the day as well. And the winter storm brought some much-needed snow to the Alta Sierra Ski Resort. They announced on their social media and website this morning that they saw over 48 inches of snow, calling it a very good snowfall. Alta Sierra says they will open this Friday through Sunday. Chairlifts will run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and face masks will be required. And it may be hard to believe, but today, January 26, marks 1 year since the death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant. It's one of those moments we will all remember where we were when we heard the news. The 41-year-old basketball icon was killed along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others when a helicopter they were traveling in crashed into a hill just outside of Los Angeles. They were on their way to a basketball tournament as the helicopter was heading into increasingly dangerous terrain where visibility was poor due to heavy fog. The crash had no survivors. Among his many accomplishments, Bryant won 5 championships in his 20 NBA seasons, all with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was a Grammy winner, he was a best-selling author of children's books, and he will soon be officially enshrined as a member of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. You can tune in tonight at 17 News at 5 as sports director Taylor Schaub looks back on his life and legacy of Kobe Bryant. Now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic here in Kern County. Kern Public Health reported 555 new cases today and no new deaths. Our death toll remains at 591. More than 31,000 people are recovering at home with the virus. 387 people are being treated in area hospitals, according to the state's latest data. More than 91,000 residents have tested positive since the pandemic began last year. And Governor Gavin Newsom announced yesterday that the stay-at-home order have been canceled for all regions, including here in the San Joaquin Valley. Now, you may remember the order was put in place for each region whose projected ICU capacity dipped below 15%. Governor Newsom says those numbers have been improving statewide. All of California now moves back to the color-coded tier system, with the majority of counties in the most restrictive purple tier. That means outdoor dining and indoor personal care salons can resume. The decision to lift the stay-at-home order comes just days after the Newsom administration said that their ICU projection data was too complicated to share with the public. The state's top health officials will give a new update later today. And here at home, the governor's decision to lift the stay-at-home order and return to the colored tier system is a great relief to some.
Happy as heck to be back for the next, for the third time. Fourth time. We've been closed 3 times. Our employees are happy to be getting a paycheck, I'm sure. We're just working like heck to get back to normal.
For others, the loosening of restrictions may not mean much. Many restaurants here in Kern County closed only briefly, if at all, during the stay-at-home order, and many even continued to allow indoor dining, which is still a violation of the tier restrictions. Local restaurant owners we spoke with tell us they're just trying to do what's best for themselves and their workers. And Kern Public Health will offer COVID vaccinations by appointment only at the fairgrounds starting today. Now, it's the only mass vaccination site locally. It will be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. from Wednesday to Saturday. Public Health says services will ramp up based on how many vaccines Kern gets from the state.
We're quickly as possible building this out so that when more vaccine is allocated to Kern County, we will be ready, and we will be ready to grow at whatever the pace is that vaccine increases to us. Great.
Their goal is to vaccinate 920,000 people 2 times. Over 90 community vaccinators and the Kern County Fairgrounds vaccination site will help meet the goal. The fairgrounds is set to expand their walk-up and drive-through services, hoping to vaccinate 5,000 per day. The process will be gradual, but they hope to meet their goal once vaccines become more readily available. Now, if you are eligible, you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccine appointment at this location by calling 868-0165. Right now, healthcare workers and people over 65 are eligible for the vaccine. And the COVID vaccine is now reaching some agricultural workers in the Central Valley. Yesterday, about 80 ag workers in Fresno County received the vaccine. County leaders say agriculture workers are some of the most at-risk population because they work closely with each other and many live in multi-generational homes. Fresno County Department of Public Health set aside 3,000 doses to vaccinate ag workers. California Governor Gavin Newsom said yesterday that farm workers remain a top priority when it comes to COVID-19 vaccinations. Meantime, tomorrow, the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County kicks off its digital donation drive. They're looking for new or pre-owned digital devices like iPhones and iPads to help clients, caregivers, and families stay connected. It's happening tomorrow from 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at KGET's Compassion Corner. That's on the corner of 21st and L Streets. You can also make a monetary donation by texting ADA-KC to 41444. For more information, head to KGET.com and click on the hot link icon. In your 17 Business Watch, things are getting sweeter at the outlets at Tejon. A new Cinnabon bakery is set to open at the shopping center this spring. The new bakery will open next to the Sunglass Hut across from Coach. Cinnabon offers a variety of cinnamon-baked treats, sandwiches, paninis, coffee, and more. The marketing director of the outlet says the opening of the bakery will offer visitors more options, enhancing their overall experience. And another company is moving into the Tejon Ranch Commerce Center. The company announced Camping World Holdings will be the newest addition to the center. Camping World is in the idle of relocating operations from Bakersfield to a new spot inside the Commerce Center. The center is found on I-5 and Highway 99 with 2 million square feet for commercial and industrial space. And the city of Bakersfield wants to hear from you during an upcoming virtual meeting. The city is working on a project to revitalize the downtown area, including adding affordable housing, jobs, and active transportation. They've written a draft of their transformative climate communities plan, and they want your feedback. The meeting starts today at 5:30 on Zoom. We have details of how to join on our website, KGET.com.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to KGET.com.